Guys, and welcome to another Arena of Valor video, and this time I'm in a test server. And I'm going to show you the new support hero and also the new Battlefield 4.0 map. But just take note, Battlefield 4.0 map is still in beta, so means it's not the latest version. But yeah, just gonna show you anyways. So the new support Aya, and she's basically the adaptation of King of Glory's Yao, which is the support that provides a shield that can um, like absorb true damage. So yeah, let's go ahead and check out her skills and her entrance animation. So yeah, as you can see, this new hero is quite cute, and also whenever later on you can see her skill effects are quite cute as well. So yeah, um, let's get straight into her ability. So for passive, whenever her HP is lower than 40%, you'll turn into a squirrel fairy. That's what the Chinese word like Chinese nutrition says about it. So I turn into a squirrel fairy for 3 seconds. So during that 3 seconds, like it's basically like almost something close to you guys got play Mobile Legends is something close to Nana's passive, but her passive activates much more earlier. So yeah, and we won't provide her heal or anything. Just some new skills which I don't think is useful in any way. Yeah. So and also this passive has a long cooldown of 3 minutes. So um I don't guess let's use it wisely. I guess yeah. So for first skill, basically you guys will play League of Legends or maybe Wild Rift. This hero called Aurelian Soul. So basically, just one of the skills is you throw a giant like magic bomb in front of you, and whenever you walk with it, it will increase in size continuously. But for in this case, this new support Aya, so basically it won't increase in size like as much as Aryan Soul's skill, but basically you don't need to walk with it to let it grow something. So basically just throw like a giant magic like a giant magic ball in front of you, and will just go by itself and increase in size until its maximum. It will explode by itself. So whenever the magic ball passes through enemies, you will deal damage as well, but at the end of its movement, it will explode and deal much more higher damage to the enemies. So yeah, so whenever it explodes, it other than it dealing higher damage, it will also give enemies a 30% slowness effect for 1 second, and the slowness effect will increase by 2% for every 100 AP you have. So yeah, basically just she's like an AP mage, but she isn't. I'll talk to you guys about it whenever I explain it in her for her second skill. So for her first skill, other than dealing extra damage and slowing down the enemies when a magic ball explodes, it will actually reveal their vision, like reveal their location for 2 seconds. So though you guys don't know what that means, it's basically like the support item. Whenever you activate it, like there will be an area, then the enemies that are inside of the area will get their vision with a position revealed. So yeah, her first skill is basically like that, but it isn't like just the effect is same. But yeah. So for second skill, if you realized, her second skill actually swapped with no, her second skill in King of Glory is her ultimate, and yeah, it's quite confusing, but I'm not going to connect it with the King of Glory since it might be too confusing, so I'm just going to explain it straight away. So basically, you just pick one of your teammates, and then after you done, like after you aimed it in their direction, you will cause us to just jump on top of your enemy, on your teammate's head, and will provide them shield. So the shield also scales. Other than it scaling with 30% of your AP, it will also scale um, by 10% of your maximum health gained by items, arcanas, or enchantments. So yeah, but the shield lasts for 3 seconds. And even after those 3 seconds, you'll still be on top. You still will be on top of your teammate's head. So yeah, and if you use it again, like just quick tap it, you'll refresh the shield for your teammates. So yeah, after those 3 seconds have been over, the first shield has been depleted. You can just quick tap your second shield again, and the shield will be refreshed for your teammates. So yeah, but if you hold it and move it somewhere, like you hold it and drag it somewhere else, you can actually choose to jump down from your teammate's head, and there will be a dash of some sort. So yeah, other than that, there's a note here that says if your teammate dies when you're on top of their head, like this your second will enter cooldown, but it will only be 2 seconds. So basically, after those 2 seconds, you will be able to ride on another teammate's head again. So yeah, other than that, when you're on top of a teammate's head, if you use rampage, purify, or even sprint, those 3 spells will actually be like benefit the teammate that you are riding on. So for example, Ilandor, like for example, you're riding on Lubu, and his health is running low, and for some reason you bring this battle spell, the spell rampage. You can just use it, and your Lubu will heal for a bit. So yeah, it's basically that. And for purify, maybe you're riding on top of Laurel, and she somehow brings flicker. You can bring flicker and ride on top on her head, and whenever she's done, you can use purify to help her remove the control effects. For sprint, maybe like your marksman for some reason brings, I don't know, disrupt or something, you can just bring sprint right on top of their head, and whenever they are in danger, you can just click sprint, and it will boost their movement speed. But you won't be able to use flicker on top of your teammate's head, and yeah, you can't you're also disabled from letting your teammates using that flicker, because it will become like it will make her become a totally OP hero. Like imagine 2 flickers, like yeah. So as for her ultimate has two forms. The first form is when she is not on her teammate's head, basically is walking around normally. So when you use it like when you use it on the ground, you generate an area around you, and if the enemies are in the area for a few seconds, um it would cause them to transform into like cute frog or something. So this and when they're becoming like when they turn into like a frog and random animal, they will just be able to move, but they won't be able to attack or use skills or anything basically. So yeah, that effect will last for 5 seconds. But if you ride on top of your teammate's head, your ultimate skill will turn into a large area. Like whenever you activate ultimate on top of teammate's head, it will generate a large area, and for 5 seconds it will continuously deal magic damage. And if you're in the team, the teammates that are in there, so yeah, and the teammates that are in, I'm pretty sure um, half the um, half the area of our ultimate skill, they will actually gain movement speed, a boost of movement speed of 20%, and it will also increase by 2% for every 100 points of magic attack you gain. So yeah, so she's basically can just build like AP items with HP that are also in that item as well. It will benefit her by a lot. I can see all of her, other than her passive, all of her skills cooldown are actually quite low. So yeah, but no, she like the problem is with her is you never know which is more broken, her teammate or Aya herself. And yeah, so I'm not quite sure of this hero's potential to go over the roof, or maybe just act as like a normal um support. So yeah, done talking about that. I'll show you one match that I have the the gameplay that I've recorded when I'm using her. So yeah, um and also you'll be able to see the new AOV 4.0 battlefield. So yeah, for this match I brought heal. The thing is, when you're on top of your teammates, you can use heal to heal you and your teammates. So yeah. Also, the other thing I'm not sure about is whenever you're on teammates' head, I'm not sure whether you can, if your skills will use mana or not. I will go check it, and it isn't written in her skill description. So yeah, and this time like I'm going to go with pain, and yeah, I'm going to try to both explain the tactics and strategies, and also let you guys see the new map of Arena of Valor. So yeah, um, the thing you need to know about is, um, for her, um, also her for items and spell, her items and enchantments, I'm not that sure since she's a new hero. Like as you know, people wants the best out of her. So yeah, I'm not quite sure, and I'm afraid to predict it. So yeah, this is the new map of Arena of Valor, and I'm using the high graphics, not HD but high. You can see the animation of the new base, and also the new turrets. They basically almost look the same, but no, at least it's much more cooler. So yeah, as you can see, the Spirit Sentinel has the moved from being in front of the Dark Slayer, which is um the dragon that is above of Murat right now. Gray symbol right there. That's a new symbol of the new um Dark Slayer. So yeah, there are three forms of Dark Slayer. This is a this is the symbol for the first form of the Dark Slayer, and will spawn 2 minutes in the game, the same time as where the new Light Dragon or Magic Dragon spawns, which is in this large nest right here. It's kind of like a cocoon or a nest for a bird to stay at. So I'm just going to call it that. And also, For the new Spirit Sentinel, whenever you defeat it, you need to stand on top of the Spirit Sentinel area whenever it dies. And yeah, so if you stand there long enough, you actually gain extra heal and extra gold. You can see how useful the heal is. Um, yeah, on Aya and her teammates as well. As you can see, for Pain, um, Aya would actually be more focused on on Pain's, like, I don't know, like, on Pain's, it will be more focused on the Pain, the hero itself, other than his, shadow. So yeah, I can see, and sometimes just using my first skill at the right time, use the second skill at the right time, just to make sure that the teammate gets enough shield protection. So yeah, I can see her ultimate right there, even though it wasn't well well shown, but yeah, you can see the large area. And this is a new Kaiser. I mean, no, the new Kaiser. I'm not sure what it, what the new Dark Slayer is going to be called, but yeah, that's the new Dark Slayer, and it looks like a worm. Only something else based on what you want to believe. And yeah, you can see that the Florentino without his ultimate that provides him CC immunity turned into a rabbit of some sort. So yeah, also when teaming up with Pain, you need to make sure that you use your first skill only after you know, his shadow lands, or else you'll most probably waste your first skill, which isn't that big of a problem, I guess. But I don't know what will happen in the future. So yeah, also you can use it, for him, for your teammates to gain a better escape. And see, whenever her ultimate isn't hitting anyone, it's kind of useless. And yeah, it's either that the mechanic where, yeah, this is her passive. Whenever you're low HP, basically turn into like a squirrel fairy, and can look, but yeah, she's her she's a bit bugged, but not too bugged, but you know, it could be improved in the future. I hope so, because she's kind of weird right now. Plus the horrible ping that I'm experiencing while playing in test server. And yeah, you can see I aimed my second skill and I jumped down from Pain's head. So you saw just now, I'm pretty sure it was Thorn who got the Magic Dragon, or maybe that you can call it a new Abyssal Dragon. So basically, what will happen is, you just gain extra gold and XP, and that's it. But on the second form, for the second form of the like the Abyssal Dragon, or maybe you can call it a Magic Dragon in the future, I guess. So yeah, it will become and when we kill it, you have 50% chance to get one of two like things provided by the fact of the new Abyssal Dragon, I guess, or new range Abyssal Dragon. So yeah, you can see, due to my passive because of my passive, which was in cooldown, I couldn't escape right there. So yeah, um, so they haven't improved. I'm not sure if they're even going to improve the the minion model of the minions or anything. So yeah, here our Thorn is doing everything by himself. Doesn't even need us. So yeah, But in the Vietnamese test server, um, the heroes are not on to, up to date yet, meaning the adjustment of these heroes are not fully yet, like the latest version of AOV. So yeah, and another thing I find fun about when using Aya and comboing with Pain is you can actually activate your ultimate first, so the enemies won't see the large area of your ultimate, and where Pain teleports to there, yeah, enemies might get surprised a bit, and you can see um the enemy Aya used her ultimate, making Pain turn into a rabbit, some sort of thing. After she used it. So yeah, like it's basically it depends on her teammates, I guess. In my opinion, I think she is a great companion with an assassin or some and for this case Pain. So yeah, I think she goes very well for heroes that dash into the battlefield attack. So yeah, in our code dice there, I can see when I'm on the ground and I activate my sorry, I clear my throat for a minute. So whenever she is not on her teammate's head and you use her ultimate, she'll just be a small area, no damage, nothing, and after a few seconds your enemies will turn into cute things, I guess. So yeah. And so if you notice just now, whenever I basic attack the enemy um Aya, there will pop out like a little hamster if skill effect hit um, the new hamster effect for her. So yeah, overall cuteness extremely cute, I guess. So yeah, it wasn't for my extreme desert throat here. Like yeah, I'll drink water after this. Jeez. And also, if you notice, the attributes of the mage items are adjusted a bit. So basically, almost every mage item which has um, mana regen, well, like basically they reduce the amount of mana regen um, provided by the yeah, and that is the enraged Episode Dragon, and this is the second level of the Slayer. I'm pretty sure after this he is going to be called Dark Kaiser in his second form, and at the last level, which sadly like you can't. It's hard to find a 15-minute game in it says where you can see the new base. It's really green, but in the opposite side, which is the red team, can see like yeah, this is the new Dark Kaiser or new Dark Slayer, and yeah, you can see the red side is much more of a like technology, like high tech kind of stuff. So it's not like and this Murat, his he didn't put his first skill shell in the correct area. So yeah, this is the new Kaiser, and for such like either it is bug or something else, but it only attacks turrets and minions and not heroes like the one now. So yeah, our Pain, I guess, basically ended the game right there. And yeah, so you can see the new effects of the turrets getting destroyed. It isn't finished yet, so yeah, it doesn't look quite good. And yeah, this is the animation, I guess. Yeah, it's still a bit bugged, but whenever I play in a custom mode, it looks quite dope, I guess. Yeah. So basically, that is a a short information about the new map of Arena of Valor. And yeah, and also tiny bit of tips for this hero. Will be quite, it might be useless, but you know, at least if I could give you an um like a basic idea of how this hero works. So yeah, that's the end of this video, and thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, peace out.